Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zayn back at it again with another banger video today, man. Hey, today we got no bullshit guides defending for you guys, alright? If you guys are sick of watching skill capped or pro guides and them beating around the bush and telling you guys to practice your crosshair placement for 10 minutes straight and telling you things that you already know for like a half an hour, then sit back, relax, grab something to drink, and this is gonna be no bullshit, straight to the point, telling you how to defend properly, when to rotate, when to flank, and when to be aggressive, when to be defensive. Hope you guys enjoy. Yo, what's up, guys? It's your favorite guide guy, Zayn. So basically, if you guys are looking to be coached and have guides on a more personal level, make sure to go over to metafy.gg/@ZaynLel. The link is at the top of the description. You can go book a lesson for very cheap coaching. On a more personal level, I will watch you play, or you can send me a VOD review and we will go over all the mistakes that you're making and how you can improve as a player. My coaching is straight to the point and no bullshit, no beating around the bush, and I will help you improve and get to the rank that you want. Nonetheless, enjoy the video. Okay, let's get right into it. Basically, as a defender, only because you are defending, that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to go for these aggressive peaks early on, okay? It is important for you, especially early on in the game, to test out the waters a little bit. Feel your enemies out. If you're gonna peek this in pistol round, for example, you're gonna peek this and you boom, 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 you one-tap 3 people. You kind of already know that you're better than the enemy, so there's no point in you playing like a pussy for the rest of the game. If it works out, then keep doing it. And then at some point, maybe they're not even gonna push you and you're gonna be aggressive, and that might even pay off for you, and they're going to give you this free space. It is really important for you to play aggressive early on to test out the waters and see if you're able to go for these plays. Maybe if you walk up and you get one-tapped immediately, the next round you play back a little bit more and you play it a little bit safer, okay? But don't give the enemy space for free right at the beginning of the game, because you don't even know. Maybe you're way better than this guy over there and you're just giving him the space for no reason. As the defender, it is important to note that when the enemies are taking map control on one side of the map, that you start taking map control on the other side of the map where the enemy team is not contesting. If the enemies are showing a lot of presence A, then it is my turn to clear this out and walk out of here and clear my angles. And now all of this is basically my team's space, and I can walk up, I can scale up even more. And if the enemy team lets me get here, like, why wouldn't I go here? If the enemy team is gonna give you space for free, then make sure to claim that space and take that space, and not just, you know, oh, I mean, I could just claim all the space and hold the rotations for the enemy team and potentially go for a flank. But no, I'll just rotate through spawn instead. Of course, you, like, if you have a player already lurking like this, then you don't have to go with them and go help your team on site. But one player taking up map control when the enemy team is leaving it up to take for free is really, really, really good and really important. What we need to understand is that only because we don't see an enemy, that doesn't mean that we don't have info on where the enemies are. Not seeing anyone, by process of elimination, if the borders drop and I walk down and get really aggressive early on and I don't see anyone, by process of elimination, if someone is peeking window, they don't see anyone here or here, and if my garage player doesn't see anyone out grass, we already have info on the entire team being C, meaning I can walk up here and I can already get into a really aggressive angle. I could break this chamber trip, I could break this chamber trip right here, and then the enemies have pressure on them from the back, and just them knowing that we have all this map control means that they're going to be stuck in C, because if they go back, they have to worry about all of these angles over here. They have to worry about everything because they gave up the space for free. That's why defaulting is so important in higher elos and in pro play, because map control is everything. As long as you have map control, you're able to make plays without having to be worried about every single little corner on these rotations. Basically, what we learned from this is don't be scared to get aggressive early on, because it gets you a lot of information. Even if no one is there and you don't have to fight, that already is enough information for you to walk up and see to get more info and take more space. Just be careful to not do it every round, because at some point the enemy team is going to capitalize on that and probably hide in some cringy rat corner and punish you for it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is noticing patterns on the enemy team's gameplay. If you play against an enemy team and they literally rush C 5-man every single round, and every time that you rotate late because you think they might rotate over to A, they never rotate, might as well just fast rotate over and test out the waters. And if they start like, if you play against a team that is rotating all the time, make sure that you don't over rotate too quickly. I know this might be a stupid beginner tip, but the amount of times that I see people over rotating over and over and over, and the enemy team just fakes C, fakes A, fakes C, fakes A, and we keep falling for it over and over, is insane. Instead of falling for the fake, instead of rotating over to C, what you can do is, you know they're gonna fake, so you're gonna walk up and take this space, and then you're gonna get into an aggressive angle, and you're already ready for the enemy rotation to come in, because they've been doing it every single game. And then as soon as they walk in here, bang, 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 taran, taran, you got your ace, you got your montage clip, you got your I don't you know. If you think you have a solid read on how the enemy team's playing, then don't just give up on that read because your teammate is like, why you no rotate, bro? Why are you no rotate? You fucking idiot, no rotate, bro. If you think you have a solid read and you've seen the enemy team fake and rotate twice in a row, don't be scared to capitalize on that read and try to play off of it. Last but not least, what I want to talk about is playing off of how you're feeling at the moment. If you're feeling confident and you're feeling it and your shots are connecting, don't be scared to get into a position like this and go like bang, bang, and you go for your frags, go for your plays. But if you're not feeling it, there is no shame in playing it safely and just jump spotting this and playing for information. And as soon as you see the enemy team aggressing, you can fall back. Hey, guys, they're pushing me. Hey, they're showing some presence. Call one rotate over or something, and then just play it safe and hold an off angle like this. Or maybe you can tell your teammate, yo, sit in this corner, I'll bait for you. And then you bait for him because you're not feeling it, but your teammate might be a top frag jet one trick that's just like carrying you right now. So there's no shame in just baiting for that guy. Maybe being the lab rat that dies for this guy to shine and play the game. You don't always have to be the guy top fragging, but what's important is when you're not top fragging that you're playing off of that and that you don't play like that you don't play like you're feeling it right now. If you're not feeling it, don't play like you are. Start playing more off of smart plays instead of relying on your raw aim when you're just not feeling it. The next really important thing is that you make sure that you're playing off angles a lot. You don't want to be holding these common ass angles every single round, because what's gonna happen is that the enemy team that plays the game a lot is gonna have cleared this angle at least like a couple thousand times in this time he's played this game. He's gonna be so used to shooting people that are standing here because it is such a common angle. So what's gonna happen to you if you hold this angle is you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm so ready for this guy. Peeker's advantage, you're dead. You're just insta dead. As in when you, for example, switch it up and you play a corner like this that not a lot of people clear, believe it or not. If you're clearing breaks, be honest with yourself. Don't you clear it a little bit like this? You're not gonna be expecting a guy crouching over there. You're gonna be looking here and imagine someone crouching right here, not even standing up. This spot is really underrated and there's gotten me so many kills, especially when you're playing an agent like Reyna, Jet, or Chamber. You get a kill, you dismiss out, bam, you're out for free. You got a first pick. And when you do get your picks like that, the last thing that I'm going to talk about is always a repositioning after you get a kill. As soon as the enemy team knows where you are, it is your cue to reposition. So you get a kill here, boom, you're out. Reposition here, boom, get the next one. Play a position like this, play a position like this, bang, get the next frag. Fall back even more. Hold an off angle like this, boom, get the next frag. Play for the short guy, boom. Run back even more. You can hold and spawn now, boom. And just always stay moving. You never want to be just a stood still target. When enemies know where you are, it is really easy for them to just wide swing Peeker's advantage you and one tap you out of your life. That's when it starts feeling like that you just can't even react and you're just dead. Do you guys ever feel like you just don't have any counterplay? Enemy swings you, boom, you're insta dead. You couldn't even react. That's because Valorant has a really bad Peeker's advantage issue. It is really important for you to not play the same positions all the time and always reposition, because otherwise someone's just gonna peek you and insta one tap you because of Peeker's advantage. Or he might just fucking pop and swing you. Yeah, all the way to your mom's house he's swinging, literally. So really quickly, to sum everything up, it is important to get aggressive early on, to test out the waters, to fill out the waters. If you're getting away with aggressive plays and your enemy is letting you take space for free, we are more than welcome to take that space. We're not going to say no, because space on Valorant is literally free info and free kills on rotators. The next thing is not being scared to adapt mid-game. If you notice that you're getting shit on and that you're not really feeling it that game, play off of that. Make sure that you don't try and go for hero plays when you're not feeling it at the moment. Try and set up your top fragger or the guy that's just feeling it on your team instead. You can bait for him. You can set up a crossfire with him because he's hitting his shots. Just drop the ego, man. You don't always have to be the carrying guy. You can just drop the ego and let your team shine. Speaking of being able to adapt, it is important to look at how our enemy team is playing. If they rotate often, if they like to fake sites, if they like to send one person lurking mid and you guys have died to him like twice already, make sure to play off of that and be ready for that next time. If they like to send 3 people faking C and have 2 people, lurking a different site, make sure to not over rotate, but instead be ready for these lurkers in an off angle and make sure to catch them off guard and kill them. Just little things like that. Whenever you see the enemy team getting repetitive and letting you read their play and you think you have a solid read on what they're gonna do, don't be scared to play off that read. And last but definitely not least is positioning yourself in advantageous positions for your team. You always want to be taking off angle fights that are unexpected to get that free pick. And after you get a kill, which is really important, is to always reposition. Okay, my subscribers, always reposition. Get one frag and move to a different spot. Get one frag and maybe get aggressive, wide swing, get another frag and back off again. Just be unpredictable with your positioning and always leave the enemy team guessing and scared of where you're gonna be. They're gonna be nervous and they're gonna be whiffing their shots on you. And yeah, that was basically it for no bullshit guides defending. If you guys like videos like these where there is just a raw info, girthy, raw, hard info straight to the brain, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you've been binge watching the videos, why not? You know what I mean? It's free. It only takes you a couple seconds and it helps me out a shit ton. It's always been a dream of mine to become a content creator and we're getting there, man. We're taking taking over this Valorant scene. Don't worry, boys. If you guys like the way I make my guides, straight to the point, no bullshit, and just no beating around the bush, you can go over to metafy.gg/@ZaynLil right now. The link is going to be at the top of the description, and you can book some really cheap coaching for me, and I'm going to be helping you on a more personal level on how to be the best Valorant player that you could be. Other than that, if you have any short-lived questions, make sure to DM me on Twitter. I'm more than welcome to ask questions on there, and I do really frequently respond to DMs on Twitter, so make sure to follow me on there. Anyways, make sure to do your homework. Peace.